Welcome in to Pick'em Show number 7, Slobberknocker Sports Podcast edition of the Pick'em Show, and we're going to get to all the major games in the NFL and college football here. And we'll start going through some NFL games. We got 2 Monday night games tonight.
Big Dog's out of the office.
Where is he?
On a yacht somewhere, undisclosed location, somewhere in the Caribbean. That's what he told me to let people know.
He's driving up to Port Aransas right now.
No, please.
That's what he's doing.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's okay. That's
Sometimes he goes to Port Aransas. He stays in that, 8,000 square foot home in Cinnamon Shores occasionally, but when he's not on his yacht.
That's his like secondary house.
Yes,
is that what it is?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And just go ahead and give a shout out now to Big Dog for winning the NFL Pick'em again. People doubt him week in, week out, and all he does is win.
I am still in first place in the NFL, barely, by 1 pick over you. But you are beating me in college. You kicked my butt in college this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I picked a bunch of. I didn't look at it.
Oh, you're going for upsets?
I know I picked a bunch of upsets, and it did not happen. We were on the same side of most of the games, but the ones that we did pick, I think I only got one side right that we flipped
of an upset,
and I think you got 4 right. Like I picked Mississippi State over A&M. Anyway, okay, let's go to the Thursday night game, not the London game, the Thursday night game. And we've got the Vikings, 5-1, no longer undefeated, taking on the Los Angeles Rams and Matthew Stafford, who has thrown more interceptions than touchdowns this year.
I think they're going to get Cooper Kupp back this game, so that's going to help, but I'm going to still take the Vikings. The Rams are they're missing too many pieces right now, so take the Vikings. But obviously Vegas thinks it's going to be close, 3-point line, so. I
agree. I'm taking the Vikings. That is a weird line there, I guess. It's one of those deals where it's like after you finally lose a game, now how do you respond?
Although Vegas, obviously, they had them, 7-point favorites against the Raiders this week. So, and if it wasn't for good old Antonio Pierce covering the spread with a field goal with 2 minutes left, then they probably would have covered.
Well, the only thing I will say is the games that the Rams look like they have no business winning are the ones they do win. But I don't know. This is a weird spot. I find it hard to believe this closes 3, especially on a standalone game. I think this is going to close.
Now, for NFL, too, when we get into this, talking out loud, we don't give bonus points for upsets in the NFL, right?
We haven't done that.
No, let's not do it. No, let's not do it because Big Dog won't like that. Let's got to keep it the same. You got to keep Big Dog happy.
Yeah.
And we will get his picks. We'll have to get it on the screen.
I'll put it on the screen. Yeah. I'll put it on the screen for sure. He'll have to, but he's going to get an advantage of picking. And are we able to do contingency picks, by the way?
Sure.
Let's go.
Because you're writing them down. That's fine.
What do you mean I'm writing them down?
No, we'll be able to keep track. It's easy. It's just like the Anthony Richardson deal. Like, I guess we would have probably.
We could just say it
ended up working out for us anyway.
Yeah, we picked the Colts, but okay. Here we go. We're going to Sunday. There's no London game this week, so we've got noon kickoffs. The teams on bye this week, by the way, are there any teams on bye? I don't see any. Okay. Sorry, scratch that. Let's go to the Sunday morning slate. Eagles traveling to Cincinnati, taking on the Bengals. Bengals a 2.5-point favorite.
Eagles, Bengals. Where are they playing?
It's in Cincy, Big Dog.
I just did that in honor of Big Dog.
Cincy,
I heard you. Yeah. In honor of Big Dog, I am going to take Cincinnati. Keep it rolling. 4-4 Bengals.
Yeah, I wanted to take them too. I'll take them as well. Eagles just don't look very good. I know they're 4-2. They're kind of a fraud 4-2, to be honest.
Yeah.
We'll go Bengals. I think Joe Burrow's playing better. They're 0-3 at home. They're going to lose 4 straight at home. Unlikely. Okay. Ravens taking on the Browns.
I promised people on the podcast I'm doing it. I'm eating the I don't even know if I can do it. Eating the W. Jameis Winston eating the W. The people in Cleveland are going to be going nuts for this one. Jameis and Chubb together on the field like they've always dreamed about. Browns by a field goal.
Wrong. No way they're going to win that game. I don't care if Jameis starts. I like famous Jameis. Sure,
if you don't throw 3 picks, they win. 2 picks, they win.
That might have to be our Survivor League pick this week. I hope you're wrong. Oh, no, wait. I take it back. We have the Lions still. They're playing the Titans this week.
Yeah, I would go ahead and...
Yeah, I think the Lions will be okay against the Titans at home. I'm going to jinx them right there.
Yeah.
With that said, we're going to both pick the Lions. We'll go ahead and skip that one. Okay, so we're on the same side of everything except the Bengals so far.
Can Tua come back this next game here?
Is this week 8? They said he was shooting to come back this week.
Oh, no, this is week 7.
No, this will be week 8. We just had week 7. This is week 8.
Oh, the Dolphins had a bye.
Yes.
Okay, so he is shooting to come back.
Supposedly he's coming back.
All right. Give me T-Rex 2 on the Dolphins.
I mean, if he plays, I'm take the Dolphins.
T-Rex.
All right, we'll take contingency here. If Tua doesn't start, we both can take the Cardinals.
Sure.
Okay. All right, next one, we've got the Jets taking on the Patriots. This is a disaster.
Jets season on the line. Got to win.
I
Taking
think
the Jets.
season already was on the line.
Yeah, probably.
I'll take the Jets as well. Although I'll tell you what, the fact that the Jets are laying 7.5 there is pretty ridiculous. It's in New England, and Drake May's playing better. I get it. The defense is bad. I get it. The offensive line is atrocious. I don't know. That seems like a big number for the Jets offense to cover the way they've played lately. All right, Falcons at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers a short favorite. Bucs play tonight, so we don't know the outcome of the Monday night game. They're playing the Ravens.
This is a revenge win for the Bucs after losing that crazy OT game. Bucs take out the Falcons.
I agree, and they should have won that first game. This is at home. I think also the Bucs are going to lose tonight, so this is going to be a big game for both teams. They're both 4-3. These are the two teams who can win the division, right? The Saints are done. The Panthers are done. So it's basically going to come down to these two teams. If the Falcons win both those games, if the Falcons win this game, that's huge because they'll have the tiebreaker over them winning both games the head-to-head. So big game for both teams. Probably going to be coming in both 4-3, and it's in Tampa.
Yep.
Give me Tampa Bay to win that one. Packers at the Jaguars. Packers favored by 4.5. Don't you do it.
Tank Bigsby, Trevor Lawrence, an award-winning coach and Super Bowl author, Doug Peterson, will travel back from London and beat the shit out of the Green Bay Packers in Jacksonville. Tank Bigsby runs for a buck. Tank Bigsby's going to get it 25 times like Mixon did. He's going to run for $135, 2 touchdowns, and the Jags win it.
There's no possible way the Jags win this game.
Love's going to throw 3 picks.
I mean, Love's terrible. Don't get me wrong. But look, the Jaguars beat the Patriots in London.
Please, man.
And they were there for the second straight week.
Quit disrespecting my Jags.
They're coming back from London, too. It's a terrible spot for them.
It sure is, but guess what? Doug has the boys ready to play week in and week out.
I bet he does. Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, they read his book.
Super Bowl champion and author.
Yep.
And author.
That was for Big Dog. That pick was in honor of Big Dog.
Yeah.
While he sails the Caribbean.
I guarantee
on his 120-foot yacht.
He's in Port Aransas at an Airbnb.
120-foot yacht.
And I guarantee you Big Dog's going to pick the Packers there. All right. Colts at the Texans.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't disrespect him like that. Give me the Texans.
By the way, how about this? I picked the Texans. I picked the Colts to win that division, and they're somehow 4-3, and the Texans are 5-2. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but
if they put Flacco in there, they'd have a much better chance.
If they put Flacco in there, they might win it.
No, Texans are going to win this game.
Texans are going to win this game, and
Richardson throws 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I can't believe they keep trotting him out there as the quarterback. Saints we're going to the afternoon. Saints at the Chargers. Chargers
by
7.5.
20.
Yeah, Chargers win this one. Big.
By a 20 piece.
Then we've got the Bills at the Seahawks.
Oh, this is a tough one. Give me, the Bills are playing good ball right now. Give me the Bills.
I can't go with the Seahawks here. I know their defense played better. They're getting healthier, but DK Metcalf carted off the field last week. That's a big loss for the offense. He's done for the season more than likely. Bills just picked up Amari Cooper. One offense trending up, one offense trending down. Give me the Bills.
Helps.
Give me the Bills. Here's a battle of two terrible quarterbacks.
Oh my gosh!
Panthers at the Broncos.
Bo Nix is elite, bro.
Bo Nix.
I'll take the Broncos.
And I got the Broncos as well.
Conley, you haven't picked one upset. He's really trying to get back into the standings, folks.
I'm winning.
Really trying to get back.
I'm winning.
No wonder. Chalk.
You picked 2 upsets. One was a fake pick on the Jaguars.
No,
and the other one,
nothing fake about
that. And the other one
buddy.
was the Browns against the Ravens. I'm not doing that. Okay,
oh
Chiefs.
God,
Chiefs
you're such a coward.
At the Raiders. Give me the Chiefs. Chalk it up, baby.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who you got? Who you got there? Pick no.
Chiefs.
Here, as you would say. Go
Sir,
ahead.
I've already taken a 12-point underdog and a 5-point underdog.
9.5 and 4.
You haven't taken
9.5 and 4.5.
Anybody.
Oh, says the guy who took all chalk last week in college football, and I took
you're trying to get bonus points. You're trying to get bonus points.
Upset after upset.
Trying to get bonus points.
So what? So what?
You might have to add bonus points in the NFL. So you start.
Oh, no. You already said
getting
no.
Out of your box.
Too late.
How many picks am I behind in the NFL?
1.
Oh, shit. See, I'm giving. Fine.
Thank you for those. I'm going to beat you this week now. All right. Bears.
You pick this one first. Go ahead.
Bears at the Commanders. Okay, contingency pick here.
Oh, you're such a
No,
bitch.
I picked the Commanders.
You're such a bitch.
You said at the beginning of the show we could do this.
Oh boy.
If Jaden Daniels plays, Commanders by 2 touchdowns. If Jaden Daniels does not play, I will take the Bears because Marcus Mariota is not winning that game against that defense.
Sweet doggy.
Okay, so I'm going to take the Commanders, but if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I'll take the Bears.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Oh, there you go. Cake or contingency pick.
Actually, you know what? Fuck you. Give me Caleb and the Bears.
Oh, okay.
Give me the Bears. The Commanders are due for a loss anyway.
They are, but so are the Bears. The Bears have won like 3 in a row.
They're a great team.
Oh, yeah, they're a real good team. They do have a great defense, but they're not a great team.
Go ahead and take the Cowboys, bud.
No, heck no. I'm taking the 49ers all day. Give me all chalk this week.
Such a loser.
That's right. Oh, you take them then.
No, they suck.
That's right. They're horrible. I actually don't know how that line is 5.5. That's pretty crazy.
Niners for me as well against the Cowboys in the last game. Dylan's going to take my Pittsburgh Steelers here too. They're going to get the 6 wins.
I'm taking the Steelers. I can't take the Giants here.
God, what a coward. Just for you people at home, Dylan picked every favorite on the board this week.
Hold on. Let's see if that's true.
Yes, it's 100% true.
Hold on.
Every favorite.
Yep, I took every favorite. Yeah, I did.
Congratulations.
You took 2 dogs. You took there were
2 dogs is a lot. I took a 9-point dog.
14 favorites and
all
2 dogs.
For now on,
14
NFL,
favorites.
For now on,
by the way, the Commanders is a flip. That's not really a favorite.
No, because you have a contingency on it.
Yeah, but so what? It's still a pick 'em spread.
It's a contingency. You took the coward's way out there.
You did too, and then I made fun of you, so you flipped it.
From now on, we're gonna have on the NFL. We're have big dog agreement. You have to pick at least. You don't get bonus points. You have to pick one underdog a week.
So we're gonna give
7 points.
So I'm winning NFL, and we got to change the rules. But you're winning college, and it's fine. I get it.
No, we changed the rules in college for your benefit to get you bonus points.
No, that was just we gave him. No, that was you're the one who suggested bonus points. I never suggested them. You suggested them, and I said we would do it.
Take them away. Good luck catching me, bitch.
No, see that's the point. That's the point. You only got the lead because of that.
No.
Yeah, we were dead tied until bonus points started.
Oh no, I was beating you in the last week.
I have the standings. The last 2 weeks we were tied going into 2 weeks ago, and then you beat me by 1 last week, and you beat me by 3 or 4 this week.
You're picking bad upsets.
So there we go.
I tell you?
Thank you. I'm gonna catch you. Actually, we were tied going into this week point wise because of that, but you're winning the record. Doesn't matter either way. I'm going to come back and win in college. Plain and simple.
How many points are you down?
We're not changing the NFL rules. I actually didn't tally this week, but I'm probably down 5 or 6.
So we do 1 point for a winner in college, and then a touchdown is 2, right? And then
2 touchdowns is 3.
Got it.
Each extra touchdown is an extra point.
That makes it more fun.
But the first 6 weeks, I didn't retroactively go back and change it.
NFL, we can't do that anyway.
We
just keep NFL the same.
Big
dog will throw a fit.
I didn't retroactively change college. So points from the first 5 weeks are just 1.
We'll just keep it the way we have.
All right, let's go to college football. I'm going to have to write these all down. College football. Let's see. Are we going to pick either of these games on Tuesday? No. Go Bearcats. We're rooting for the Bearcats.
We are picking the Bearcats, of course.
Okay, Thursday, Syracuse at Pittsburgh.
Syracuse.
Are you going to...
So are we getting bonus points on that or no?
It's 6. I don't know. I feel like it's got to be...
Oh, no, it's got to be a full 7.
Got it. Well, but I'm going to make this... 6.5. We said 6.5. Okay, so whatever. But 6, no.
I'll take Syracuse in the game, and I'm going to make them my my dog of the week.
Hey, guys. You ready to let the dogs out? You know, like, who let the dogs out? Who?
Thursday night special. Pittsburgh should have at least 2 losses. Syracuse is a solid football team. I don't know who's going to... I think it's a coin toss game. I really do. It's not like Pitt's that tough. They're playing at the Steelers Stadium. It's not like it's that tough of a, environment to play in. So
I agree. I'll
take Syracuse.
I actually was going to take... We were talking about this. I was going to pick Syracuse as well, and I will take Syracuse, even though it's no bonus points. Pittsburgh could win the game for sure. I think it's a coin flip, but yeah, they're definitely due for a loss. Syracuse is not bad. That's going to be a high-scoring game, total 61.5. Louisville at Boston College. Louisville's 6.5-point favorite.
Man.
I'll take Louisville only because I thought I took Boston... Or I've thought about taking Boston College a couple weeks.
So 6.5 is the bonus point.
Yeah, you can get the bonus points for this, but I'll take Louisville still.
I'll take Boston College. Let's go for the 2-pointer.
Okay.
The 2-pointer.
USC and Rutgers. It's not in Piscataway. Rutgers.
Wait, we just skipped over
did I skip
UNLV
over?
Boise State, bro.
Oh, shit.
The Friday night special.
This is actually the best game, one of the best games of the week. I'm taking I'm taking Boise State in this one, although it's going to be a tight game. And I don't like the quarterback for Boise State, but I just think Genty is going to be too much. UNLV's defense has looked bad the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I would like to. Anyway, I'm going to take Boise State. Keep it short and simple. I think they're going to win that game.
So you're taking Boise? Okay.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to run the ball all over them.
Let's go Rutgers and USC.
USC. Get back on track.
Okay. We're both picking Ohio State, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get.
I'm picking Navy. I'm picking Navy over Notre Dame.
I told you this.
I didn't see the game yet.
I told you this.
I didn't see the game yet.
I told you this before we started, and I said, by the way, Navy's going to win that game, and then you steal my fucking thunder right there.
Stole the thunder. Yeah, that's my pick. Got out in front of it.
Stolen valor. Stolen thunder.
There's a lot of stolen valor on this show.
We're both taking Navy to win this game. Navy's legit, man.
They're going to keep it rolling, and you need to make that one of your best bets. Navy plus the 11.5.
No, that is going to be one of my best bets.
It would be fun to sprinkle a couple bucks on the money line if you're you,
Absolutely.
But I think you take the 11.5.
Absolutely. All right, Washington, number 13, Indiana, 7-0. They're a 7-point favorite.
Who's their backup?
He's like a sixth-year senior. He's a runner, kind of. He started 5 games for them last year. He's not terrible. He did lead 4 touchdown drives in the game against Nebraska in the second half, but that's not saying much. That defense is Swiss cheese.
I mean, anyway, I'm going to take Indiana. I think they'll win it. Yeah, they'll win it home.
Both taking Ole Miss over Oklahoma.
Yep. Oklahoma is trash.
They're garbage. Interesting one here.
Trash.
Virginia Tech taking on Georgia Tech.
Is Haynes King still out?
Yeah, we can skip this one because of that,
Let's
I guess.
just skip it.
Yep.
Or you can just throw them on. Listen, I'll take Virginia Tech either way. You can just put it on the deal. I think they're going to win the game.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, we're going to skip that one. We're not going to take North Carolina, Virginia. Arkansas, Mississippi State. Dude, I'll tell you what. Arkansas has had a really tough schedule, and I'm getting bonus points here. Mississippi State's playing much better ball. And they hung with A&M last week. I don't think Arkansas is bad by any means. I actually really like Arkansas. I'm going to take Mississippi State here to pull the upset.
I think Mississippi State's going to win the game.
Really? You're going to go with me? Okay.
I really do. I saw them play the last 2 weeks. They've looked, I mean, I know Arkansas should have beaten Tennessee, whatever. They looked real bad against LSU. I would be shocked if Arkansas beat them by more than 7, too. Yeah. I mean, I just don't see it happening. They could win a close game. No, Mississippi State's playing a lot better, and they really, you can tell they're a team that really is still, they haven't quit on the season. They're trying to win an SEC game, so. Yeah,
I would agree. Even though this spread is crazy, number 1 versus number 20, we got to pick it.
Yeah,
Oregon at home against Illinois. I know Illinois' defense played bad against Purdue, and I know that people don't respect Illinois. That line is absolutely absurd. I mean,
crazy.
Oregon laid at 22.5 at Michigan State. And Michigan State would be an underdog to Illinois by 7.5 points. So I just don't get that number at all. Maybe they cover it, but 25 is nuts. They have Oregon.
I wasn't paying attention. I saw that 20. I didn't see it 25.
That they give Oregon way too much respect.
Yeah, I think that is too much respect there for sure. I think Illinois will stay within that number.
That's crazy.
I would also venture to say that just looking at it, I really don't think Illinois is going to score more than 14. I would say not my total of the week, but I think under 55. I think it would go under 55.
Okay.
I just don't think Illinois' offense is very potent, and they're going to try the whole game plan. I know Brett Bielema. If I know anybody, he's going to try to keep the ball away from him as long as he possibly can. Yeah. Just long drives.
The problem with them is they don't run the ball well. Their best player is their quarterback, Luke Altmaier. Their leading rusher this year has 300 yards rushing.
It's crazy.
So they literally can't run the ball. So I just don't know how that has to be, I guess, the only reason why this line is 25. It's like, well, they're not going to be able to run the ball. They have to throw it. And it's like, can their protection hold up against Oregon? But dude, Ohio State torched them. Illinois has shown the ability to put up points at times. I don't know. I agree. Probably does go under that number, but you're probably better off taking Illinois plus 25. That's a lot of points. BYU at Central Florida. BYU is only a 1.5 point favorite. They are absolutely due for a loss. I don't think Central Florida is any good, though.
Man, they should have beat Iowa State. This is BYU is so due for a loss. You're right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick against the Mormons. I'm going to take UCF.
I was fucking going to do that. You know what? Fuck you. I'm taking them too.
It just seems like the spot they lose.
They're going to lose a game here soon, so.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I would say loser of this game, next game is eliminated from the college football playoff contention.
Missouri's not getting there anyway, but Alabama's going to beat them. Missouri's
No, they're real bad.
They're on offense, they're just so bad.
No, they're so bad. I
just don't understand how they've gotten so bad. It's really weird. They were a somewhat exciting team to watch last year.
Yeah,
and now they've gotten so bad.
Yeah, and to be fair, they did return their quarterback and best receiver, so it is kind of weird. I do think the loss of Cody Schrader is underestimated. He was really fucking
he was awesome.
Good. He was really good.
And I guess maybe people are just not honoring them running the ball now. I don't know.
Yeah, are we going to pick Iowa Northwestern or no?
Yeah, of course. Give me the Hawkeyes.
Slobberknocker Sports Game of the Week.
Yeah, Hawkeyes at home.
All right, Hawkeyes at home. They're coming off a loss. They're 4-3.
I mean, typically this would be like your 9-3 game, but there'll be more points.
Both Iowa's defense isn't as good as they've been in years past. Maryland at Minnesota. Maryland somehow pulled off their crazy comeback. I think this line is way too short. Not that I think Minnesota's great. I think Minnesota wins by 2 touchdowns.
I was going to say by 10. Yeah, I think they're going to beat them pretty easy.
So let's see. What are we? We're only on the opposite side right now of Louisville and Boston College. That's the only
it?
One. Yep.
Damn. No. Oh, yeah, you took UCF. I forgot.
Yep. Let's see. Oklahoma State at Baylor. I'm going to pick an upset here. I'm going to take 6.5, so I'm going to get the bonus points to 6.5. I'm going to take Okie State to beat Baylor. I think that was a fraudulent performance last week. I know Oklahoma State is not good. They almost beat BYU.
They should have won at BYU.
And they're playing. They finally got Ollie Gordon going last week. Baylor's defense is still at an absolute sieve. Give me Okie State to pull the upset.
Man.
I know you want to do it too. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah, I'm just going to take Oklahoma State too. I mean, it's stupid not to, especially if we're getting bonus points for a touchdown. I mean.
All right. Texas Tech.
I'm going to take Texas Tech.
All right, me too. I'm not letting you get bonus points on that since.
I mean, that's who I genuinely think is going to win.
I do too. I think they're going to win as well. Okay, we've got going down the list here.
We got to pick some. Might need to pick some obscure ones to be on other sides.
I know. Texas, Vanderbilt. We're both picking Texas.
Yeah.
Although I think that Texas probably doesn't cover that number as long as Quinn Ewers starts. Let's see. West Virginia, Arizona.
I'll let
Here's
you pick
a coin
it.
flip.
I'll take the other side.
Dude, I mean, okay, let's see.
You take whoever you want.
Okay, I'll take Arizona. I flipped a coin, basically.
West Virginia, baby.
Arizona
Give me Neil Brown.
I mean, West Virginia and Arizona are both freaking horrible. Both taking Miami. Here's another one. I mean, this line at the start of the year would have been 28, and it's Utah -3 at Houston. I have no idea. I'll let you pick this one first.
I'll take Utah, and the only reason why is the defense is still fairly solid, and whoever's calling the plays has to be better than the last guy. So I'm going to take Utah.
I'm going to take Utah only because.
Oh, I thought you were going to take the other side.
No, I just meant I'll let you pick it first.
You son of a bitch.
No, I'm not taking Houston. I just thought you were going to take Houston.
Wow.
Utah is.
Utah's much better on paper. We'll see if they can figure it out.
Houston just got smashed by Kansas. I mean, their only win is TCU. Okay, Penn State, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I'm getting out in front of it.
You can have it. I think Penn State's going to win this game.
I think Wisconsin's playing fucking weirdly, really, really good
football. They are, but they haven't played anybody.
Nowhere.
I know, I agree. They're playing much better.
I just am taking these bonus points, basically, but I do think they're a real live dog to win the game.
I just think it's funny.
They've won. Yeah. Now, they've played nobody, right? They played a horrible second half against USC, where they blew that game. But then they've won. Obviously, Purdue sucks, but 52-6 in Piscataway, 42-7, and just dominated Northwestern and didn't let them score more than 3 points, 23-3. I just think that this is going to be a really tight game either way. Penn State's a better football team, but I think Wisconsin finds a way to win the game at home.
I agree with you with everything you said. Every team you just said, though, that they've beaten has one conference win.
They're terrible.
So they haven't played anybody good. And when I've seen Wisconsin step up in class, they've been bad. That said, I've been impressed with what they've done. The defense have looked much better. But yeah, give me Penn State in that one. And then next one, I'll get ahead of you on this one. I'm taking LSU. So I know you're going to go A&M.
Yeah, I'm taking A&M.
Yeah. Elko sucks. A&M sucks. They haven't played anybody. Look, A&M probably will win this game because it's at night in College Station. How they got this schedule is absolutely absurd. They played only probably 2 ranked teams that will be ranked at the end of the year. Okay? Notre Dame at the beginning of the year at home at night. LSU at home at night. Texas at home at night. Missouri, who won't be ranked at the end of the year, at home. They don't play another ranked team. They don't play Ole Miss. They don't play Mississippi State. I'm sorry. They don't play Ole Miss. They don't play Alabama. They don't play Georgia. They don't play Tennessee. It's the craziest, easiest schedule I've ever seen in my life.
Haters are going to hate. You can only play who's on your schedule.
It's a joke.
Mike Elko's got the defense playing well. Dylan's a hater.
No, they suck.
He's an absolute hater. And I am not an A&M fan by any stretch of the imagination.
A&M sucks.
I just give credit where credit's due.
Oh, yeah, they deserve credit for beating Bowling Green by 6 and giving up 20 points. Their defense is playing so good. Mississippi State scoring 30 points on them last week.
They scored 24.
Oh, yeah, it's 24. How many yards do they have?
How many did they score on Georgia? 30.
How many yards do they have?
I don't know.
How many did they score on? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see how many yards they had.
Texas A&M the last 3 weeks has been the best defense in the SEC for sure.
Oh, really? They've been better?
Besides Texas. That's what I said.
I disagree completely with that.
It's way better.
Then
they held Missouri to 3 points. Missouri scored at the end of the game.
Missouri had 6 points against Auburn with 5 minutes to go.
I agree. They suck. Arkansas, they held the second half. They held them to a field goal. A&M gave up 1 field goal in 3 quarters. I'm just telling you, you don't play who's on your schedule. The defense looks good. You're just a hater. Haters gonna hate.
That was the 3rd most points Mississippi State scored this year, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure, but we both agree Mississippi State's playing way better right now.
They're playing better, but they're not good offensively.
You picked them to beat Arkansas this week.
Yeah, but they're not good offensively, and they scored 24.
They scored 30 on Georgia.
Yeah, well,
Texas scored 15. You're just a hater, but listen, Texas is the best defense.
A&M's defense is so good.
Texas defense is number 1 in the SEC, and whose defense is better? Texas and Georgia.
Tennessee's defense is better.
No, not better.
Oh, absolutely better. Absolutely
they're about the same.
No, Tennessee's defense is absolutely better. And I don't think Georgia's defense is good, but they looked better than A&M this week.
Well, yeah. They shut Texas.
I don't know what's good about A&M's defense other than they haven't played anybody. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the next game, which is going to be Michigan State, Michigan.
Oh, I'll take Michigan.
Yeah, I'll take Michigan, although I don't know that that's going to be a easy one. Damn, Wes. Auburn at Kentucky.
I will take...
Oh, man,
this is stupid. Yeah, I'll take... Kentucky will find a way to win the game and become bowl eligible.
I'll take UK, too. Kansas State, Kansas. I'm taking K-State.
Yep, K-State.
SMU, Duke. We're both taking SMU.
My SMU Mustangs.
They look good. I'll give you that one. I'll give you SMU. A&M's defense is not as good as you're saying, but SMU is pretty good.
They're top. I mean, you'd have to put them. Listen, they're top 4 in the SEC.
Sure, that's fine. They're maybe 4th or 5th now, and then we'll see when they play a decent offense. LSU's offense is decent. We'll see what they do this week. South Carolina's doesn't have a good offense.
I have no. Usually, when A&M and LSU play, all hell breaks loose. So I expect a high-scoring game. But we'll see.
I hope they do, so I can say they suck defensively again next week. Here we go. Cincinnati at Colorado.
I'll let you take Colorado. I'll take Cincinnati.
I'll take Colorado.
Side. Give me the Bearcats.
I hope Colorado loses. I agree, like you said earlier.
Ooh, late night. Nevada, Hawaii, last game.
Nevada.
Yeah, man, I want to be on a different side, but I'll take Nevada. Nevada's better than Hawaii.
Hawaii sucks.
Hawaii
all right.
does suck.
We're going to go to my best bets here.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Did you give your...
It was a bad week. Oh, yeah, my total of the week this week is, I think it was 55. Kansas State.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Okay, we'll call it 55. We'll call it 55.
Well, we can call it 50.
No, I think it was 55 when
okay.
55.
Yeah,
55.
I'll take 55. I think you'll see, like in college football, that's 2 touchdowns a quarter. There's got to be one of those quarters with 3. I mean, I feel like we get there in that game. It's a rivalry game. Neither defense is very good. Both teams are going to bring out all the stops to try to win it. Kansas is essentially playing with house money in the sense the game matters basically none at all. I mean, they're trying to be bowl eligible, but the season's over. Yeah. So they'll be pulling out all the stops. I'll take the over in that one.
Gambling? Who said anything about gambling? It's not gambling when you know you're going to win.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
I just bet $285,000 on a roll of a dice.
I'm going to go for my best bets. Number one, I'm going to go to Navy plus 11.5. I think they're going to win the game outright.
Love it.
I think they're going to win the game outright. I think Navy's really, really good. I don't think the market has caught up to how good Navy is yet.
Jeremiah says Notre Dame has 1 million. I don't keep up with them, but he said that, like, everybody's injured on Notre Dame, and Riley Leonard sucks, dude. He throws lawn darts.
He's
out
just
there.
not good.
He can run the ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all he can do is he can run the ball.
Jeremiah was like, they should just run quarterback counter and power the entire game.
Dude, you know what's so weird? The matchup predictor, and I know this is meaningless, for FPI has Notre Dame as a 91.1% chance to win.
Yeah. I mean,
that's crazy. Yeah. But this line, I'll tell you what, this line opened almost 14, and it's already been down to 11.5. So we're going to take it. We're going to take 11.5, even though we could have had a better number. But this early in the week, you're still getting double digits here with a team who I believe is just as good as Notre Dame as a team. I don't think talent-wise they're as good, but I think they're just as good as a team. Man, look, Blake Horvath is just an absolute dog. The guy last game he's thrown for 100 yards and run for 100 in every single game. Every single game. He ran for 211 yards in the last time they had a big game against Memphis. He threw for 192 and 2 touchdowns and ran for 211 and 4 touchdowns in that game. Okay?
He's been great.
He's been awesome. He threw 3 touchdowns against Charlotte last week, threw for 117 yards. His QBR on the year is 91. And look, Notre Dame is playing a team they're not used to playing. They're running option, but like I said, it's hard to defend an option with 1 week to prepare if they just run the option and have good players. If you throw in the ability to go shotgun and run pass and you still line up in this weird formation where you don't know what's coming, it's going to be really, really tough. And Notre Dame, as good as their defense has looked at times, has looked just as bad. Louisville torched them for a lot of that game, which is why that game went over that total. I had a total on that a couple weeks ago. So we're going to go Navy plus 11.5, sprinkle a little bit on the money line there at plus 300. Best bet number 2, we're going to go to a Friday night game. We're going to go to Boise State. I think Boise State's the best group of 5 team in the country. This is a de facto game.
Even better than Navy? How dare you?
Are they a group of 5? Oh, shit, you're right. No, okay, they're not the best group of 5.
Well, dude, you know what's funny? They actually have Army.
Yeah, I don't think Army's as good.
Yeah, it's weird, though, because they have Army, like the, who knows? It's a computer. But, like, when the computer was breaking down chances to go to they have Army as the favorite.
I want
over Navy, essentially.
Huh.
And I think it's maybe because does Army not play Notre Dame or something, and that's why.
No, they play Notre Dame, but they get Notre Dame at home. Well, no, both of them get Notre Dame at home.
That's crazy that Notre Dame's playing both the service academies.
Do they always play them?
They used to. Well, they always play Navy. I think Army sometimes, but they always play Navy.
I mean, I don't know, like, what's her name? Navy beat Memphis. You look at Army's schedule, their schedule is horrific. Like, they've beaten Lehigh, FAU, Rice, Temple, Tulsa, UAB, and East Carolina. Then they play Air Force, North Texas. Maybe that's why, because their schedule's so easy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Navy's played a much tougher schedule. I don't get that at all. Anyway, I'm going to take Boise State. I think this is a de facto. Whoever loses this cannot go to the playoff. I'll put it that way. Yeah. Whoever wins this is A, the favorite to win the Mountain West, and B, has a good shot at getting to the playoff.
Who's Boise's only loss again? They lost to
Oregon on the road by 3.
And it was a real close game.
They should have won. Oregon returned 2 kicks for touchdowns in that game.
I remember that.
I do not think, if you're betting on this game and you follow my picks, I do not think Boise State has a very good defense. I think there's going to be a ton of points in this game. I don't like the quarterback for Boise State, Matson. But I'll tell you this. All that doesn't matter because Ashton Genty, when the lights are the brightest, he steps up the biggest. He's going to run for 250 in this game, legitimately. And if he doesn't, the only reason he won't is because they load the box, in which case they're going to have very favorable matchups. UNLV's defense hasn't been great. Boise State's hasn't been either. Going to be a shootout. I like Boise State in this one. I know they're on the road. If it was at home, obviously Boise would be a 7-point favorite here. But I just like the better team in this matchup, the more experienced team. They've been there. They know what it's like to play in big games.
And it's not like UNLV's a tough place to play.
They're
it's
not
like
a tough
going to
place.
Boise State,
Exactly.
Indoors. Not a lot of noise.
You're laying.
They will have but the thing about that game is everybody from Boise, Idaho is going to Vegas. So it's going to be in the stands. It's not going to be like one way or the other.
This is where they play. They play at Allegiant Stadium. That's where they play the Mountain West Championship.
And I honestly think that's what almost does them a disservice when they played at their old outdoor, like whatever.
Yeah, much better.
Wasn't much as as much as it certainly was. People like going to Vegas, but not as much as a destination. Now they play literally right there on the Strip.
Yep.
So it's like
everybody's
coming in for that game.
We're going to go for our third one. I was between two picks. I was between Texas Tech getting 7 against TCU. I do not think TCU's any good. And then I was between that and Syracuse plus the 6 at Pittsburgh. You look at Pittsburgh, man. Either of those I think are good bets. Pittsburgh, man, just very fortunate to be undefeated. They won at Cincinnati early in the year by 1.
That game, to me, the 6 means more just because Pitt wins a ton of close games. And then Texas Tech, while I agree with you, I think they're such a wild card. Getting beat by Baylor like that is like, they're such a wild card.
Especially on the road.
TCU, somehow winning the Utah one. Out of those two, and like you said, you always say, it's early in the week. Your picks will probably end up changing. Check his website. But out of those two, I think Syracuse with the 6 is just...
No, I agree. And I'm going to go with that one. So we'll make Cuse the third one.
I almost thinking that one too. I don't even gamble anymore. But as far as people that do, like, how much does a point cost you in college football?
I was thinking the same thing.
If it's like minus 130 and that's all it's costing you, depending on where you get it, just get the full touchdown.
If you can get it to 7,
like
you know what? Let's go ahead and say that. Let's go ahead and say buy it to 7 and get minus 130.
If it's like minus 130.
If it's minus 130 or better, plus 7 is worth it because a full touchdown in this type of game, Pitt plays a ton of close games. It's probably worth it.
It goes to overtime. There's all kinds of and then like in overtime, the 7 helps even more too because it's like after the first one, well, then
2-point conversions.
2, and then so.
Yep. No, I completely agree. Overtime with 7 is huge. And then on number 4, and it didn't work out for us. It did work out for us a couple weeks ago when we did this. When you made your total of the week, the same thing that I made my best total of the week. We won it, and we were on it was a Kansas State one.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas State, Colorado. We're going to go back to the well here. We're going to go Kansas State and Kansas over 55. That's going to be my total of the week here for my 4th best bet. I agree with all your points in this game. There's 2 offenses that move the ball well, 2 defenses that have not looked good. Kansas specifically looked like they gave up on the season. They played much better last game. And that makes me feel like this is going to mean something to them.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to win this one.
They're trying to win this one, and I think there's going to be a lot of points. Both teams are going to have a lot of yards. I just think when you look at it between, I would say 54 to 56 is like a very average scoring game in college football. 55 is a very key number, so we're going to go over 55 before it moves. But I think, these are not 2 average scoring teams. These are 2 teams that are closer to the 60-65 realm.
Yeah, should be explosive plays.
Explosive.
In college, it's like the much bigger opportunities for just flat out busted coverages and plays and 15-second touchdowns. So,
and it's like in the game we had a couple weeks ago, and I know you got to go. I'm in the last point here, but the game, the game we had a couple weeks ago where we had Colorado, Kansas State is the same type of deal. It's like in college football, and I don't normally I'm more of an under guy, but especially in this day and age of college football, especially with these night games, any college football games, but you're never dead. Like in an under, you could be winning the whole game and lose in the last few seconds. In this type, like Kansas State, Colorado 2 weeks ago wasn't looking great. And then they just exploded in the last quarter.
Yeah.
It
happens
all the time.
Yeah, that's why unders in college football, I know people are like, oh, yeah, majority of the time, they're like,
no, not anymore.
It's not for the faint of heart, man.
Back
in the day.
Especially with how they've, I think they've adjusted the totals too much since the new rule change with the clock not stopping on first downs anymore. Yeah. I just see way too many totals in the 50s, the mid to low 50s that just get over very easily.
Yep.
And all the big games seem to go over.
Yep.
The other one, and I'm not betting this, the other one I was thinking about too on the total, not the one I mentioned to you, just back to the Navy game. I could see that. I know Notre Dame has some injuries. If Navy's going to put up points in that game, and Navy's defense isn't great, that's going to be the game against Memphis. There was over 100 points that game.
Oh wow!
So I just that's another way the market has not caught up to Navy. The total in the game Navy and Charlotte last week was 43.5.
What the fuck?
Navy
really?
scored. I when I saw it, I was like, how did I not make that my total of the week? Navy went over it by 2 touchdowns by themselves.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's just the market is not adapting to this new Navy team and how they play. They're just they're equating them to a regular service academy. It's just not accurate.
Yep.
So they have not caught up. They've only adjusted slightly. That's our best bet for this week. Hope you enjoyed the Pick'em show. You got our Uncle T's Dog of the Week.
We'll get Big Dog's picks up.
We will. They'll be up on there.
Greatest. NFL picker this side of the Mississippi.
That's right. If you're a Texas fan, my apologies or my condolences for this week, but hopefully they're able to bounce back against Vanderbilt this week. A&M sucks. Go Horns, and take it easy. We'll catch you guys next week on the Pick'em Show.